Hello and welcome. It's Friday and it's self-care time. This is the very first of the Emosciousness videos. I'm Ellie and I'm a coach and a leadership trainer. In the spirit of sharing what I've learned with you about self-care, today I wanted to start with a little bit of theory of social evolution. Because I think it's important to understand that we have some very core visceral needs, and that when those needs are not met, our reactions in life are not helpful. And so in order to take care of ourselves, I think it's useful to understand where these three core needs come from and that we have them and what it means for us. So 600 million years of evolution history in a nutshell. Here we go. So, affectionately speaking, we have three parts to our brain that have evolved as we have evolved on this earth. The first one is the brainstem, which we affectionately call the reptilian brain. The second one is the limbic system, which we call the mammalian brain. And the third one is the cortex, which is the newest part of our brain. It's the most outer part of our brain, and it's affectionately called the primate brain. Now, if we go back and think of reptilian, mammalian, and primate brain, then we can understand that there are some core needs from that time on our earth, existing as we did, that have come with us. So the first one, in the brainstem, the core need is simply survival. So staying safe in order to make it to the next day and reproduce. The second core need we have that comes to us from the mammalian stage is this need to approach rewards and satisfaction. So we're talking about food and sex, sleep. And the third one is one that comes to us from the primate stage, which is when we started to be more sociable. So there the need is much more for attachment, for there to be an us connection, if you like. Now, why am I sharing all of this? First of all, is to understand that how visceral connection, satisfaction, and safety are to us. And the second one is to think that, to share with you that as a result of who we are today, we have two key responses to situations. So when we're not feeling threatened, frustrated, or rejected, which are the three core needs, our body naturally, according to studies, rests in a state that we will call responsive state. So a state of being at home, if you like, in which the entire body system is at rest. All the hormonal, digestive, and immune systems are working, so it is regenerating and healing itself, the body. And we are participating with pleasure in life and have passion, but still we're sort of feeling at peace and happy. And this is our natural state. In this state, because our immune system is on, our digestive system is working properly, and our hormonal system is looking after our body, we're high on our oxytocin levels, all the good hormones, oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine are active and therefore looking after us. The other state of response is when we are feeling somehow threatened in our safety, survival, or frustrated with not getting a reward, or feeling rejected or disconnected in some way from others. And that is the reactive mode. Now, the reactive mode is otherwise known also as fight, flight, or freeze. And in that mode, what happens is literally that all the longer-term bodily functions, like the immune system, the digestive system, and the hormonal system, get switched off in favor of us being able to switch into survival mode. And our options mentally are literally fight, flight, or freeze. Cortisol levels go up, and all those sort of better hormones for us, like serotonin, which looks after our moods and our sleep and our appetite, those are all lowered. So when our cortisol levels go up and we're in anxiety mode, our livelihood functions actually are in sleep mode. And when we're in that state, it's very difficult for us to be creative or peaceful in our reactions. So really, all of this to say that there are two key ways to look after ourselves. The first one is to make sure that we get our basic needs responded to, so that we make sure that we remind ourselves every day that we are safe, we're okay, we're alive and we're well, that things that are supposed to be getting done are getting done, and that we are connected. You know, give a hug to somebody, have a conversation, smile. Those three core needs need to be looked after every day. And the other one is that when in reactive mode, it's super important to understand that cortisol and stress mode actually go to shorten our lifespan, because all our longer term repair systems and healing and life support systems are being switched off. And so this is not a sustainable state. It was ideal for when we had to survive from some kind of life-threatening situation, but it's not designed to stay constant. And so today what I wanted to share with you is simply that understanding, and the understanding that breathing, reminding yourself that you're okay, you're well, and reminding yourself that you are connected and that you are satisfied are good ways to calm your brain down. Ways of increasing your serotonin levels, which is good hormones, is exercise every day. And your oxytocin hormones, that's also called the love hormones. It's all about feeling connected. So making sure that on a daily basis we are kind or we connect to people in a positive way is a way to make sure that we are more resilient in life, meaning that when something bad happens, we're actually in a better space than already anxious and then adding anxiety to it. And also to allow our body to really heal itself, repair itself, so that the longevity is long. And we're looking after our sleep and our exercise, which means anxiety levels go down. Now, this is all very common sense. However, there are ways in which we manage to choose stressful thoughts every day, to worry about things, to feel disconnected, to get angry about things. So much of what I will be sharing in all these videos has to do with breaking down these activities and really making sure that we can choose looking after ourselves every single day, so that when something bad happens or something understandably anxious inducing happens, then we're in a better place. So we're taking good care of ourselves. The next video is going to be about the negativity bias, so stay tuned. And I actually have some people joining me on some videos talking about nutrition and stress, and I'll be going into every emotion as I've introduced before. But for today, that's what I wanted to share. So the summary is, remember to pet the reptile, feed the mammal, and hug the monkey every day, and then your levels of stress will go down. And if you are stressed out, remember the first thing to do, breathe. So I will share with you below some of the useful things that I use in terms of mindfulness. I've also found a lovely CD that I use with my 5-year-old son. It's a meditation CD. It's just storytelling in the evening that really, really speaks to these three core needs. So I'll share those with you. I hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.